Welcome back, everyone.
Gonna be an interesting day for you folks. It's I still got audio playing because I've got another tab open. There we go. Much better. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah. What a day to wake up and check Twitter.
Good grief. There is you know how some days where we're like, gosh, I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. There's just really nothing going on. It's kind of boring. To quote some famous dude on a horse, it is not this day.
Today is not that day, guys.
Yeah.
But welcome back, guys. We have a lot to talk about, obviously, so we're gonna get right into it,
including some "I told you so"s, and didn't we just say that yesterday? And yeah, but let's start with the bubbles, my bubbles.
I'm so sick of saying "I told you so," but we'll get into that in a second. Whew. Everything's still moving, guys. Exchanges doing really well. We've talked about exchanges a lot over the past week, but and AI, really the two narratives.
There you go. ICE, Arrow doing good.
Arrow, Jupiter.
Bitcoin is up 7.4% today. I'm sorry, that's on the week. My bad.
Yeah,
let me click the. No, on the day too. 7.8% on the day.
Yeah, no. So we'll get into why Bitcoin is pumping right now, but yeah, the narratives
this
that are.
Look at this. This is just the daily.
That looks much better. Yeah, everything across the board pretty green right now, guys. But as you can see, the things that are really sticking out are decentralized exchanges and AI projects, and of course HBAR. I mean, duh. Look at it go. Oof. And render. Oof, love it. Yeah,
right,
render.
It's like why we're in the middle of a large military conflict, war, something, whatever, on the day of the week. Like we talked about yesterday, the Strait of Hormuz is possibly blockaded. Why is stuff mega green today?
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I thought gold and silver just totally dumped. I thought the housing market's falling into pieces. I thought, they're injecting billions of dollars into the economy. Why is crypto up right now?
And all of that is true. I don't understand. So let's refresh CoinMarketCap 2.43. Now this is interesting. Yesterday, do you remember what the number was?
20.
Why are we down?
It's more
when we're up
than it was yesterday.
What is going on? Why is gold down, oil up, crypto up,
inflation out of control?
extreme fear, more fear than I don't. None of this makes any sense.
Well, guys, as we've been talking about over the show, for the past few days, there has been insane volatility. Prices have just been bleeding out from almost every market, and Bitcoin's just been kind of going sideways. And now we are seeing a breakout above 70K. Like,
We still, like you can see this line right here, the top of this little green peak is set as 72,206. The top of today's candle so far is 72,572, but then it's back down below it. And then the top of this red candle here is 73,161. I don't know, guys. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not a TA guy, but something says if we get above 73, we've got a good little chance to run up here above 76 into the 80. I don't know, but that either way, that's a nice green candle right there.
Yeah, markets are definitely reacting.
So what you're saying is 100x long. No. What I will never say leverage trade. I will always say the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. And I stole that from somebody. But guys, like this right now, we just said this doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? I don't know. But the market can stay in a situation where it doesn't make sense a whole lot longer than you can keep your money. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but there ain't no way in hell I'm doing any leverage trading with all of this. What in the world is going on?
And we're definitely not selling either because things are looking insanely bullish right now, guys. We just had a huge piece of news drop today. It's really kind of the topic of today's video. We just had a pretty historic moment happen. Here we can check out.
Yeah, I just because we talked about these yesterday, I wanted to revisit them today. You can see what gold did yesterday. It went from a high of 53 all the way down to 49,986. And then if you just move over to the next candle, it is back up to 50. It went back up to 5,200. And then what did silver do? Refresh that. Same thing. Just, dip, but a little bit of recovery.
Brutal.
So, yeah. I don't care about the CME group. Let's hit, before we get into the meat and potatoes here, I do want to point this out. This is from Jesse Cohen, at Jesse Cohen INV. He posted this at 1:39 this morning. The Asian markets, obviously they open way before us because 1:30 in the morning for us is, early, almost noon for them. Maybe afternoon for them. But Korea's market is down 12%. In addition to yesterday's 8% drop, they had a halt on their stock market yesterday due to an 8% drop, and today it dropped another 12%. Thailand's down, Japan is down, Indonesia's down, Australia's down, Hong Kong is down, India is down. Crypto is up.
This is across the board, guys. Markets of all kinds are falling, except for crypto. And this isn't just an isolated incident in the United States. Like, this is worldwide. And when you look at some of these price drops, guys, I know 3-4% doesn't sound like a lot. That is massive for the stock market.
It's the entire stock market. Like, imagine if the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 2.5%, 3%. Like, that's massive.
Yeah. It's what's happening.
This is not like Bitcoin dropped 3%.
Right. When Bitcoin drops 3%, nobody bats an eyelash. But these are world markets, and this is a huge deal. And it just shows there really is a lot of fear in the markets right now, between precious metals, the war going on in Iran, world markets are, collapsing. On top of that, we also have oil surging because of what we talked about on the show yesterday, the Strait of Hormuz. Not
actually, let me pull this up first. Not that one. Dang it, where'd it go?
Ooh, so much bullish news today, guys. Wait.
Hang on. Let me get back to that. I need to pull up something else Reptar sent me.
But yeah, guys, it's very interesting that the only thing going up right now is crypto. and it makes more sense now once you see the announcement. But
so we talked about this. We watched this yesterday. This is the traffic in the Strait of Hormuz, which is oil. These are from the right side is tankers going in. From the left side is empty tankers coming in from the right, full tankers going in from the left. And this is this side over here is the exit. This is landlocked. Like they go in here, they pick up oil, they come back out, and they go out and they deliver to Korea, Japan, Australia, Thailand, and 20% of the world's oil at least daily. And you can see how it's slowed down. Well, that's kind of a problem, and that might be why. And we talked about yesterday the fact that the insurers out of London are like, nah, we're not going to insure your boats or your load, or, or your oil or your tankers or whatever. We're not doing it, and that's become like nobody's going to move through and take that risk. They're not going to eat that loss themselves, and the insurance companies are like, no, it's too risky. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes Orange Man.
So essentially, guys, these insurance companies are not going to cover these boats moving all this oil because they're going to get shot down and blown up by Iranian missile defenses. So Trump and legendary.
Here comes Orange Man. I have ordered the United States Department of Finance Corporation, DFC, to provide, at a very reasonable price, political risk insurance and guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy traveling through the Gulf. This will be available to all shipping lines. So we're going to break that for just a second. That is interesting because you know how insurance works. Like you have to pay for insurance, right? These insurance, the big insurance companies in England are like, nah, we're not doing that. And Trump's like, we'll do it. Pay us.
He's offering to pay their insurance bills.
No, he's not paying it. He's saying we will provide the insurance. He's not like these companies, all shipping lines, they have to pay for the insurance. And it's just like, you're paying for your car insurance or your health insurance or your home insurance. If nothing happens, they don't pay out. They just keep your money.
So if something happens, to make sure the U.S. Navy escorts these tankers through the, that would be us, yeah. But
I'm right. I guess we're writing that check. But anyway, the second half of this, if necessary, the United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. No matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world. The United States economic and military might is the greatest on earth, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your attention to this matter, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So basically, Trump comes out and says, hey, you know what? All you tankers that can't get insurance, you can buy it from us. We'll provide insurance. Oh, and if we're still worried about, tankers being attacked by Iran or their proxies, our Navy's over there too. We've already sank their entire Navy. So we got you.
It's wild.
Could that be why markets are moving? Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's all connected, but this is a big deal, guys, because as we said on the show yesterday, as the price of oil goes up, the cost of everything else goes up because it costs more to move goods. So it is a big deal, and there's a reason that they're taking such a drastic stance on it because every country needs oil. It's just a matter of fact.
So we asked this question yesterday. I'm going to ask it again. In light of inflation worries, oil prices going up, gold and silver going down, whale underscore guru asks the question that we asked yesterday. Why the hell are they printing all this money at the same time? This is not just, the little guys. The U.S. Fed printing $89.6 billion. China is printing $86.85 billion. India is printing $52 billion. Indonesia printing $12.4 billion. This is the question we asked yesterday, and we'll ask it again. What do they know?
And it's interesting, guys, because this is pretty basic stuff. But, as they print more money, inflation gets worse. Most people understand this. So at a time when inflation and markets are really bad, why would they think that this would help?
Well, let me ask this. Let me ask another question. If they knew this was coming, and by this I mean all of this, is that why the Fed has not lowered rates any further, because they would have had to just jack them back up immediately? If they knew this was coming, would they leave rates where they are so they don't have to drop them and then raise them back up immediately?
There has been manipulation going on in the markets for the past
Forever.
And if you think that they're not doing it right now and doing some sneaky things behind the scenes while all of this other stuff is going on, then they, to me, I think it's very, and again, we've talked about this, like, I feel like all week, but I'm going to reiterate just because we're kind of seeing it all just play out right now. We did say they are going to surge the price of precious metals. Then some kind of war is going to be announced. Then they're going to rotate the profits that they made from, the gold into things like oil and other assets that they're going to pump. And while the entirety of crypto is down 60, 70% on a flash sale, what's the best place to rotate all these profits that you just made through manipulating and doing all these crazy?
Could it be into the next financial asset that the entire world is going to use?
Well, the only way that would make sense.
Is that a segue?
Yeah, the only way that would make sense would be if the government was somehow secretly behind the scenes while all this is going on, setting up the payment rails for some kind of exchange.
Well, Morgan Stanley, Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, who is griping about stablecoin yields, they just officially partnered with the banking giant BNY, the Bank of New York, to launch a Bitcoin Trust ETF. That's right. Morgan Stanley and Bank of New York are launching a Bitcoin Trust. Probably nothing.
That's not even the big. That's not even the big news.
Right. And then if you saw this yesterday, apparently Brian Armstrong and Trump administration, I don't know if Trump himself or just the administration, had a meeting yesterday, just Brian Armstrong. And after that, Trump puts this out. The Genius Act is being threatened. And if I move this over here like this, we can blow this up. There we go. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks, and that is unacceptable. We're not going to allow it. The U.S. needs market structure done ASAP. Americans should, earn more money on their money. The banks are hitting record profits, and we're not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. The Genius Act was the USA's first big step to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, and getting the Clarity Act done is the next step to finish the job and, most importantly, keep this big and powerful industry in our country. The banks should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act, hold the Clarity Act hostage. They need to make a good deal with the crypto industry because that's what's in the best interest of the American people. This industry cannot be taken from the American people when it's so close to becoming truly successful. Like, Trump just told the banks to knock it off.
Which is crazy to me because, I mean, love or hate Trump. I'm very indifferent with Trump. We don't get political on here, but
I like every person on earth. I like some things about what he does, and I don't like some things about what he does.
And I think this is one of those things that people should appreciate and like, because people do not realize how corrupt the banking cartels are in this country. And to see a president push back on it is actually wild because any other time we've seen a president push back on the banking cartels in America, they've been, shot in the head or,
Well, I mean, that's a different topic. All right.
Yeah, we gotta be careful talking about that one today, but so, guys, it's good news for
sure. Here's what Reptar and I think is probably more responsible for the crypto move today. The Federal Reserve
proves all the manipulation and everything we've been saying for the past week.
The Federal Reserve just officially approved a Bitcoin crypto exchange to access their payment systems.
That's got to be Coinbase, right? They've been working with them this whole time.
Oh wait, hang on. Before we, By the way, did you miss this yesterday afternoon? The automated clearinghouse was down. The Federal Reserve's ACH was down yesterday. Batch payments like direct deposits, payroll, and bill payments to banks, credit unions, and businesses nationwide. The Fed ACH was down. I'm pretty sure maybe it was just yesterday. In fact, I know it was just yesterday. Didn't we mention something about the possibility of banks getting hacked? I could have sworn we just talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, what was his name? J.P. Morgan, some guy, some banking guy.
Jamie Dimon? Yeah, I don't know.
It's insane, guys. Like
some loser, never heard of him.
It's weird. Like we speculate on this stuff, and then it like plays out in front of us the next day. But it's wild because at first everyone thought it was a cyber attack from Iran or some crazy thing. But now after
it's possible. But let's go back to this right here.
To me, it sounds like they were just updating their systems, and it's insane to me that there was no warning of this. They just basically
oops.
They updated the payment rails for the Federal Reserve to utilize Bitcoin and one of the biggest exchanges, Kraken. And it's honestly, I'm shocked it wasn't Coinbase that was chosen. I'm sure maybe
especially given that meeting yesterday. But
right, Kraken, I'm sure we'll get a couple others added to this list over the next few days.
Kraken is the first crypto exchange, centralized or decentralized, but obviously centralized, to gain access to the Fed Reserve's core payment systems. I love it. The first comment, right when the Fed ACH went down. Interesting.
It's not a coincidence, guys. They are updating the systems for this new era, this new technology, this new echelon of finance.
Because how long, if you guys have direct deposit, or if you use the ACH system to transfer money, you can use ACH to onboard money to Coinbase. How long does that take? Days, right?
Sometimes weeks.
Sometimes weeks. I'm sorry, tickets.
It's Coinbase's fault.
How long does it take to send Ethereum? Seconds, maybe a minute if it's really slow.
This just proves
probably nothing.
This literally just proves everything that we have been, that everyone has been saying about, the adoption of this technology. And this isn't the only thing, guys. We are seeing adoption of obviously XRP and other products.
XRP, I believe, is waiting for a FedMaster account. They have applied for one. I don't think it's been granted yet. I'll look it up here in a second. But this is from X Finance Bull. Kraken just became the first crypto firm with direct access to Fed Reserve payment system, a Fed Master account, the same rails every major bank in America uses to move money. And this guy is obviously going to go on about XRP, and that's great. And I love XRP, and this is great for XRP. But Kraken applied years ago. Why did Kraken get it first and not Ripple? Kraken applied years ago. The Wyoming Bank Charter in 2020, routing numbers in 2022. They've been in line since 2022.
30 years ago either, so.
Kraken is not a security. Kraken is an exchange. Kraken
is
not.
I know it was.
Yeah. Kraken is not a cryptocurrency.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's an important distinction too. That's another difference that's not really mentioned in here, but
yeah. So anyway, in case you're wondering, Ripple filed for the same Fed access in July last year. So Kraken filed in 2022.
So I'm sure there's a lot of other exchanges and a lot of other projects. Cardano is probably included in this that are going to have access to the system as well. But the point and the main takeaway from this is the Federal Reserve, the people responsible for printing, managing, and
moving all the money.
All of the money in the world, not just the United States, because let's face it, guys, the United States economy is a world power and it affects the global market. So the fact that we're seeing real adoption, we're seeing them take this technology and actually put it into practice. This is the beginning of what we've been talking about for years now.
So a centralized crypto exchange is granted access to the Fed Reserve payment system and the Fed Master account, and the ACH is suddenly down for a few hours on the same day. Probably nothing. Probably nothing.
That's not a coincidence.
It's totally a coincidence. Everything is coincidence, don't you know? All right. Let's talk about one more piece of news that makes me happy. Elon Musk is going to destroy traditional banks. Elon Musk is going to destroy everything, but X Money Beta is currently offering 6% APY. I'm sure the banks love that.
He's going to be subpoenaed tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding. He'll be sued again. So that's interesting. You know what's even more interesting? Elon Musk. This is from yesterday at 7:33. Elon Musk's X Money has officially partnered with Cross River Bank. Cross River Bank is a partner of who? That's right, Ripple Labs.
Cool. The dots are connecting, guys.
And the source is Yahoo Finance.
Yeah. So this is confirmed. We did look into it. I think people are scrambling to position themselves for what's to come, guys. And honestly, I think most people should be doing the same thing, especially with some of these projects, in AI and decentralized, these decentralized exchanges. Something big is coming and they're setting up for it. And you don't manipulate billions of dollars for no reason.
And they're doing it while everyone is occupied and monitoring the situation over elsewhere.
Yeah, we're worried about Iran, Epstein, aliens. I mean, they have literally
dropped we're going to release all the alien files.
They pulled out the big guns. They didn't know how else to distract us this time, guys. Like it's happening.
They're literally throwing every distraction at the wall while they rewrite the financial undercurrent of the world.
The thing that everybody has, and again, guys, we're talking about money here. Like this is the thing everybody goes to work for. This is the thing that everybody needs to take care of their families.
You trade hours of your life for money to buy things.
And these people in these cartels and these big boys, as we call them, are literally trying to position this to benefit themselves while they are scaring everybody out of these assets. And they're literally stealing from everyone, and they have been for a long time. And they're thank you, Mr. A. They're making their move now. And if you are not positioning yourself ahead of time before all of this stuff happens, you're going to be the ones buying it from them.
Is it too late to get Bitcoin at $2,000? Yes. Is it too late to get XRP at 14 cents? Yes. Is it too late to catch the colossal run-up that they're preparing for? Not even close. Not even close.
Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million, at least. It will, eventually.
At some point.
At some point, yeah. And when you look at some of these other smaller cap projects that we've been talking about, even like with AI, like Near and HBAR and Quant and some of these other projects, the returns are astronomical if these are truly being adopted. And projects like HBAR, XRP, they are being adopted. We're seeing multiple partnerships. We're seeing real world utility and use case coming out. It is happening. And the rest of the markets are absolutely just bleeding out. It's exactly what we've been talking about for weeks. And not just us, guys, everybody. This is what everyone has been saying.
Yeah. If you're following people on social media, YouTube, X, that have been following the space, we're all kind of seeing the same things and coming to similar conclusions. Maybe from different angles, maybe from different sides, but that's exactly right, Mr. Ray. You focus on the future utilities. Even if you're not a crypto person, you're not a banking person, you're not a stock market person, if you're living and breathing and paying any kind of attention to just the world around you, you can see that right now, this 5 to 10 years that we're living in right now is kind of a historical transition period.
Some would call it the greatest financial opportunity in human history.
Some would indeed call that. But yeah, let's look at this. X Money Beta beta partner is Ripple's longtime partner, Cross River Bank. X Money. We should probably click on that here in a minute. Confirming that X Money deposits are held by Cross River Bank, which is FDIC insured. That's the same Cross River Bank that integrated Ripple's protocol back in 2014 for real-time international payments.
Again, is this a coincidence? Probably reading into it too much, probably making conspiracy theories.
So this is from Bank XRP. Your deposits are held by Cross River Bank, member FDIC, and are insured by the FDIC up to $250,000 per. That's the normal. Let's scroll down here. X Money beta reveals 6% APY. What stablecoin will power this?
That's more than Coinbase offers on their stablecoins. That's really interesting to me. And they're offering RLUSD returns and USDC. I don't know. This could be
Xcash.
Xcash and get this pass and actually offer 6%. This is going to get a ton of attention. And most people know X is the home of the crypto degenerates. So people are going to be all over this.
Well, we've all seen, if you're on X at all, we've all seen Elon Musk talk about he wants X to be the everything app. Everything handled by X.
I still think he should have, made all the stuff and then X, like Twitter X, Space X, Tesla X, Money X, not X Money. I don't know. He needs some help with the naming, I think, but I get it. I get the concept.
Yeah. I don't know.
But no, this is a big deal. We're gonna keep our eye out for this because X is a good platform. It is the crypto platform, and it's what most people are using for news now because you can fact check things. All
right. So I'm just before we log off with our meme of the day, I'm going to check and see if there's any breaking news. This is from Coin Bureau. We got ADP jobs reports, actual expected. Private sector employment data shows employment increased by 63,000, beating expectations. That's good. Let's see. Kraken. Yep, there you go. From Kraken themselves. Let's see what they got to say. Oh, nothing. Major step toward connecting crypto infrastructure with the core rails of global finance.
And that's really the big takeaway, guys. It is connecting the global financial system to crypto.
Kraken having this access is good for all of crypto. Like, it's not like if Ripple got access, that's good for Ripple. Kraken is good for crypto.
It's the beginning of, this being ushered in. So
here you go, Ice.
Really, really good.
Allegedly from Link Toad General H. Bari, the United States government holds 100,000 Link tokens.
I mean, they better. It's the plumbing of crypto. They're going to need it. Wait, whoa. What is this? What am I saying? Go back. Hold on.
Not that one? Not that one?
What was that other one? What? Down. What is that?
That's this. That's this one.
H-bar and Kraken?
It's part of this one. That's why I clicked on it.
I didn't even see this.
All right. Yeah, this is new. This was 2 hours ago, but it wasn't at the top of my feed when I was prepping the show. All right, so let's see. Kraken and the Fed. Nobody's looking at why Kraken is integrating Hedera.
I didn't even know that this was happening. This is huge, though. I mean,
infrastructure systems. All right, so this
deal with Kraken just got
who is this? This is Marco Salzman at Marco Salzman 80. Let's see.
Wow.
He's going to connect the dots. Kraken now has access to the same payment rails used by traditional banks. Yes. That means dollar settlement can move through systems like Fedwire and ACH rather than relying on intermediary banking partners. Okay. Kraken is becoming deeper bridge between traditional finance. Yeah, that's fine. Now zoom out. Kraken has confirmed new network integrations, Hedera EVM and Hedera tokens. That's true. Supporting Hedera EVM and ACS means Kraken is integrating functionality from the Hedera network itself, just like FedEx, not just listing HBAR. That's right. That is true. Using the EVM and ACS is more about the functionality and the use, not just like, oh, here's a new token.
But that's even more bullish to me because they're utilizing Hedera's technology.
Hedera token services for issuing and managing assets, smart contract compatibility, fast finality, correct, predictable low fees, correct. So Kraken is integrating that into their exchange, not the token, the infrastructure into their exchange. And now that infrastructure will be used to while they're accessing their Fed master account.
You do not own enough H bar. Mr. Gray, nail on the head. Like, wow. I mean, this is all happening behind the scenes. I didn't even.
So this does not mean the Federal Reserve is using Hedera. It does highlight how infrastructure is evolving, access to bank settlement rails on one side, integration with programmable asset networks on the other. That's right. So Kraken is in the middle. You have the Fed, you have Kraken, you have Hashgraph. Exchanges acting as the connecting layer between the Fed and the ACH and crypto.
It's starting, guys. We're really seeing this technology being used to replace this broken system in so many aspects. Not even just the banking system. We talk about supply chain. Helping with things like AI. Like blockchain is fundamentally changing so many industries, and we're finally seeing some real integration and real use of this. And this is huge, guys. Like, I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, the Jesus Martinez. Interesting how Kraken FX adopts H bar right before the Fed gave it a master account.
That is very interesting.
Gave Kraken, not H bar, a master account.
Guys, H bar is coming. Oh my God.
White House advisor blasts Jamie Dimon, tells him to GFY. Love it.
It's so funny to see the banking like giants and cartels and the CEO of these banks act like literal children and just like, no, you can't take my money. Take back.
Shut up.
You took $3 billion in APY away from my profits.
You can't serve customers better than me. That's not fair. Shut up.
It's ridiculous. Very vindicated now, for sure.
All right, so this was from Joel Katz, David Schwartz. Seems important, which the dude is always understated, but let's see what this is here. The integration of Ripple and Hidden Road, right, continues to scale. The latest DTCC notice shows Hidden Road officially going live on the NSCC directory March the 2nd. That was 2 days ago. Ripple Prime, which is also Hidden Road, role in bridging TradFi DeFi will likely move post-trade volume to the XRP ledger.
Bullish.
Seems important.
So much money is about to flow.
Hey, quant derivatives volume exploding. Yay. Let's see some quant. Love for some quant.
On our pick as well. That was on our our AI pick video. Ondo Finance also.
Ondo working with BlackRock. We knew that.
Is this the I told you so part of the video?
This whole video has been I told you so. All right, I got we could continue on, but we're gonna end with this. 5 years from now, when Bitcoin is $1 million and nobody listened to you.
There's a reason that most Lamborghinis are only 2 seats, guys. It's lonely at the
top. Sure, that's what it is.
Guys, in all seriousness, if we've been a community for 4 or 5 years now. We've seen a lot of blood. We've seen a lot of craziness over the years. And it just feels like we're getting so close to this insane bull run that everyone has been waiting for. And when I see, great point, Mr. Gray, when I see like FedEx and Kraken and Hedera and all these projects we got, really doing things with these Fortune 50, these Fortune 500 companies, the writing is on the wall. And if you're paying attention and you know what projects to get into, this really could be one of the greatest financial opportunities that our generation has seen.
Look,
And
3 months from now, 3 years from now, 6 years from now, it doesn't matter. The writing is on the wall. This stuff is changing money and technology. Like this, I don't know if we can state how the this 10-year window that we're living in right now, from 2020 to 2030, maybe with the confluence of crypto and AI and all of this kind of political restructuring, like this 10-year period might be one of the most transitioning decades in the history of humankind.
so many
Um,
things are about to change, and we don't talk enough about supply chain, but it's a mess. Supply chain's always been a huge issue across the world. And so when you have these technologies like Hedera Hashgraph that offer a solution to not only real world assets, to not only, tokenizing real estate and stuff like that, um, it's more than coming. It's already here. It's already being used. It's already being implemented. And if you are not paying attention, you're going to get left behind. This is coming, whether you understand it, whether you want it or not. And the powers that be in the world, including the richest, most powerful people in the world, are positioning themselves right now.
if
So
you bought Apple stock in 2000, were you happy with its movements? Not really. If you held it until now, are you happy? You damn straight. And look,
again,
I know everybody wants the 1000x tomorrow. Good luck. But yeah, the Bitcoin may not go to $1 million in 6 months. Give it 10 years.
it's gonna. And, and that's the thing. We're not in this to make quick money. We're not in this
We're
to
in this to
buy
make forever money.
and private islands like we joke about all the time. We're in this because money, the core fundamental thing that everybody needs to survive is changing. And we want to be ready for that, and we want to position ourselves, because if the big boys are going to manipulate price and make themselves even richer than they already are, then the only thing we can do is ride the wave and do the same thing. So
And or you can not, and you can own nothing and be happy. And you know what? I'm sure the majority of people who don't take advantage of this time period to set themselves and their families up, they will be fine. You'll be fine. You'll have your job. You'll have your universal basic income. You'll have a place to live that you rent. You'll have your internet. You'll have your phone that you rent or lease, and you can constantly upgrade it like you do now. Like at its core level, maybe you'll have protein paste is cheap at Walmart from Bill Gates, but you'll eat, you'll play, you'll live, and you'll pay. You will spend your life working to pay your money to the people that own the things that they bought because they positioned themselves during this time.
and I think that's a great way to put it, JC. Do you want off the hamster wheel? Do you want to work at McDonald's until the day that you die, and then when you go to retire, your retirement money's been spent? I mean, it's what country was it, JC? We were reading that Canada, they're spending their citizens' retirement funds. Did I read that
Well,
correctly?
that's New York City did that. The mayor up there dipped into the the New York teachers or the New York City's pension fund to pay bills, because that's how communism works. But also, I don't know that they, like Canada, basically. I'm not sure if they took money out of their pension fund to pay to India, or if they are using money in the pension fund to invest in India. But yeah, that would be like the United States taking your Social Security and investing it in China.
And if you think that they're looking out for your best interests and they're going to take care of you and your family when you're, in your retirement home and you're,
not in Canada. They're like, I'm sorry, here, we're going to send you to this counseling that's going to counsel you to terminate yourself. I'm not joking.
Yeah, it's funny. I read this literally just like before I got on the show. No one's coming to save you, and if you don't take responsibility for your own finances, then you are going to be running on the hamster wheel for the rest of your life. And that's
until you can no longer run on the hamster wheel and provide your money to someone else, in which case they will advise you that, hey, you've lived a good long life. Perhaps it's time to end your own suffering because you no longer, providing them with any value.
You're cattle to be milked. And honestly, I think I speak for most people in crypto. That's why we're in these markets. We want out. We're hitting the opt out button because again, nobody can stop this from happening. This is happening. It's going to happen whether we like it or not. The only thing you can do is position yourself, and if you're not interested in that, fine. I mean, I understand. And especially when, the entirety, most people are used to just being told what to do and just following along and doing as they're told and being good little hamsters. But the people pulling the strings behind the scenes, they are not good people, and they are not looking out for you. They are looking to make themselves insanely rich and powerful. So,
Yep. I don't know. That went kind of dark, but
yeah. Well, I got real sad.
We're still gonna be rich,
guys. Let's get it. Come on.
Yeah, you have the opportunity right now over the next however many years to position yourself to be financially sovereign.
And guys, if we've talked about a lot of projects here on the show today. If you guys are curious or want to know a little bit more about some of the projects that we've been looking at and that we've been investing in, check out some of our other videos. We have the top 5 AI picks or our top 5 overall picks. We really focus on projects that are doing things like HBAR, where they are making real partnerships. They're doing real things with the technology. We want to find projects that are going to be here the next 5 to 10 years. We're not looking for the fart coin gains. So definitely check out some of those videos. We also have game night tonight. Yeah.
Woo woo. 9 p.m. Eastern time in our Discord.
We've given over $250,000 in crypto prizes away, guys. It's a really fun event. Gets a little bit more degenerate. It's a little bit happier than the show was today.
Definitely sillier.
Yeah, but we have fun, play some games, give away some prizes. Definitely hop in. It's free to join if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the project. And again, just pay attention. Do some research in what projects are going to be here in the next 5 to 10 years, because this is one of the best opportunities to start accumulating. Or we're wrong, but
that's possible too. Everything goes to zero, and we're wrong. And thankfully, the majority of my family's investments are not in crypto; they're in traditional finance for now. And if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, well, crypto goes to zero, and I'm sad, but my family is not financially ruined.
Well, don't be sad, JC, because
I'm not.
Going to zero.
Hold on for dear life.
Hodl, baby, let's get it.
Yep. Ladies, gentlemen, Pink and Purple Dragons, thanks for being here. Do all the algo stuff for us if you would. Like, subscribe, comment, share, blah, 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 blah.
Hit all the buttons. Leave us some hate comments. JC was just reading them this morning. It ruined his whole day.
We try and respond to all the comments. And
yeah, Mark's still here. It was a long one today, man. Sorry.
Yeah, lots of news. But we'll see what we can come on with tomorrow and say, I told you so.
You missed everything. We're rich again.
You know, if you slide the little slider back, you can just watch from the beginning of the show.
Love it. Guys, thank you so much for everybody that showed out. We had a huge turnout today. Again, guys, please hit the like button. It helps us more than you think it does. Even if you guys want to leave a hate comment, that helps us too. So,
yes, schlong, go short and long at the same time. Isn't that what Jane Street does?
Completely. Chat, I love you today.
Love you guys. We'll talk to you tonight at game night or in the morning. Chompy, get us out of here.
Take us away.